Hello everyone, this is Isidore, and in this quick guide I'm going to teach you how you can get an easy start in Kenshi. When you start your first game in Kenshi, it can be tricky to find your footing. There's a lot of mechanics at work, there's no real direction for what you should start off doing, and your starting character has the statistics of an infant. We're going to rectify this and bring your character to a more reasonable point before sending them off into the world to adventure. This guide works with any race, though I am assuming you're going to pick the Wanderer beginning just for convenience. Though you can just travel to the hub, which is the starting city for this guide, if you pick a different start. Though this guide can be replicated in basically any city with a Shinobi's Thieves Tower and a general goods merchant. So when you get dropped into the game world and you're wondering where do I start, well, we're gonna start with the time-honored tradition of mining copper. Copper is a relatively valuable ore, so find a nearby copper node and just start mining it. You'll probably want to speed up time for this, just be careful as enemy patrols are likely to move past you occasionally and may aggro on you. If this happens, just run back to town as best as you can and let the guards handle it. Save frequently, as your character's athletic skill is still low at this point, so many enemy types will run you down and beat you. Don't worry though, if you're in the border zone, which is where the hub is situated, most enemies won't actually kill you doing this. Just stay on the ground after they beat you, wait for them to move on, then buy a medkit, heal yourself, and continue doing what you were doing. In addition, you should try to avoid mining on any node that has a percentage below 80, as having lower percentage points will slow down the rate at which you can mine ore from that specific node. Once the node is full, easy to tell as your character will refuse to keep mining it, click on it and empty the ore out into your inventory. Then run to the nearest merchant and sell all your ore. This will give you a nice chunk of money which you can use to buy some food with. Gohan is the most cost-effective food, so buy that to get the most bang for your buck. Dried meat also works as it is relatively cheap in general. In addition, running around with all this weight in your inventory also raises your strength, which will be important for combat later. If your city or town happens to have a merchant whose sign outside of their shop shows a little traveler, you can also use that to buy a backpack in order to massively improve your character's inventory space. Keep doing this until you have somewhere over 12,000 cats. You're going to be spending that on your first home. Pick out a decent sized building in your town and purchase it. It is still a ruin, so go to a nearby merchant, the barkeep in the hub, or the general goods store anywhere else, and purchase enough building materials to repair it. You can see how many building materials it needs by clicking on the ruin you bought and looking at the bottom left part of the UI. It's up to you how big the house you buy is. There's no downside to getting a really big one like a station house other than the high initial price point plus the cost of the building materials. So a bigger one will future-proof your new home so you won't run out of space. Next, get some iron plates from the merchant and build a small research bench. Now you can begin researching new technologies, which will allow you to unlock more advanced buildings or crafting recipes. You're going to need to buy some books from the merchant too and research storage boxes or just assign your character to work at the research bench until the research is completed. It's super simple. Once that research is done, get another iron plate from the merchant and build a storage copper box in your house. Now you can start automating mining. Once the box is built, all you need to do is hold shift and right click a copper node while having your character selected, and it'll add mine copper to the character's list of jobs. As long as jobs are enabled on that character, they will automatically mine copper from the copper node, add it to their inventory, bring it back to your storage box for copper ore, dump it in there, and then go back to mining. All you need to do past this point is make sure no enemy patrols mortally wound your character, make sure he doesn't starve to death, and occasionally empty the storage box of copper and sell it to the local merchants. Once you have 10,000 cats, you can also buy membership in the Shinobi Thieves at their tower in the hub, though they have towers in many major cities all over the world. This will give you access to some training dummies and a fence who not only buys stolen goods in case you want to steal stuff, but also sells a bunch of ninja gear you can get your character out with. The ninja backpacks are particularly good as they allow you to expand your character's inventory space to either no or a very mild combat penalty. At this stage you can even hire a follower or two to help you mine faster, or to do supply runs to other towns. Having at least 3 characters in your faction is recommended at this stage, 1 to stay in your house or somewhere safe, and 2 to do mining for you so that if your miners are attacked or mortally wounded, you have 1 character who can nurse them back to health. Remember that beds heal your characters faster, so you may want to research those and build 2 to 3 in your house so you have some beds that you can use for free when your characters are wounded. We're gonna take one more step to get you ready to face real combat. Continue your research into training dummies. You're gonna have to buy a lot of books to do this, but your copper mining will provide you a constant stream of income to do so. To get up to tech level 3, you will need to deconstruct your small research and build a bigger research workbench. After this, you can upgrade your new research workbench using the upgrade button in the UI as soon as you get to a new tech level. Keep researching all the training dummy tech until you run out once you hit tech level 3. Then build 2 to 3 advanced training dummies in your base. Using these allows you to train up your attack stat to level 15 without having to put any of your characters in danger. From here, you can decide for yourself what you want to do. Just one more tip before we stop. A lot of towns, at least this does happen in the hub or in towns in the Holy Nation, have wild animals wander close by the city. These can be things like goats, garu, bone dogs, or more exotic animals in some locales. Bone dogs are aggressive and will fight the guards, and if you're quick, you may be able to fight some of the bone dogs while the guards are keeping them busy for free XP, and then afterwards loot the dead ones for meat, which you can cook over any campfire, including the free one that you can build anywhere. This often gives you a big chunk of food all at once, saving you some cats. Garu and goats don't usually pick a fight with the guards, they just pass by or through a town harmlessly, but if you attack them first, they will become aggressive against you, which in turn will make the guards aggressive against them. This is a very easy way to get meat, hides, and experience points in the early parts of the game. That's really all you need to know to get started. From here on out, it's your adventure. Have fun, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to support my channel even more to make videos like these, there's a link in the description to my Patreon. Thank you all for watching.